Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is again with the GT3s, as you can see, and this is a team versus team event stroke league, and this is between Mature Racing Club, NxtGen Racing, SimFX and P1. So we're at Autodromo Lago Maggiore for 2 rounds. So the sprint race is what we're going to cover in this video. That's an 11 lapper. And the feature races in the next video, I think that was that 16 or 18 laps, one or the other. That'll be in a video probably out tomorrow. And yeah, we'll cover that. So this is the ProAm League. If you're looking for coverage of the Pro Lobby, that's over on Dark Smoker's channel. There will be a link to his channel in the description below if you want to go and check him out. Obviously this event is sponsored by David Appleby Engineering. You can see logos for DAE dotted around the cars all over the shop. There's also sponsors of Excite energy drinks. I run them as a main sponsor on my car, GT Amiga and Thrustmaster. So just a story for this one. So we've done qualifying. I managed to stick it on pole. I think I got a low 154, which is a decent lap round here in testing. The BMW wasn't showing the pace of the GTRs, but I sort of knew in race trim I'd probably stand a bit more of a chance, given the stability of the car. So it handles some of the, you'll see as we go around the lap. I'll take it on a lap guide at some point. You'll see just how planted the BMW is around some of the corners, and the GTR was a little bit more skittish and had more of a snap oversteer tendency than the BMW had. So I had that advantage in the race, but in qualifying it was a little bit tighter. Cutler got very close. He's of course in the Mercedes AMG. You can see the field lining up behind. Buddy in 4th. Probably a little bit disappointed with that. I just don't think he found a rhythm with the track. Dangly Ball was, for me, the quickest guy around here. It's a track he loves, and the GTR, like I say, if it wasn't for its tendencies, would I mean, it was quick anyway. But in qualifying trim, I just don't think he could put a massively improved lap together. We've got Robinson on 5th with Purcell, another Mercedes in 6th. Sean F was in 7th with Pilgrim Paddy, who's another BMW driver. He's driving the Walkenhorst edition. He's in 8th. Spider Team in the Merc as well. And right at the back, Jambu. Jambu didn't put a lap in. And by his own admission, doesn't know the track. So he's come into this with no practice. He was actually a little bit late on the basis of an update that is not applied. Right, so let's get on with things. See how this race unfolds. So all about the start then, because it's a short run down into turn 1. I don't get a bad start, and the Mercedes do get off the line better. So Cutler's got a run on me into the first corner. Jambu gets a fly with the back. I just brake a little bit later. You'll see I'll just go a little bit deep into that corner, but that's literally just to hold Cutler at bay. I knew if I had track position coming out here, I'd have a really good chance of just keeping him off. Right, so Cutler's kept his second. Buddy's up into 3rd. He jumped Dangly Ball at the start. And the rest of the field pretty much as they were, other than Jambu, who's rocketed up, as we just see a little bit of lariness going on. So it's this start race is basically a battle. There's battles that form throughout the pack, because we just see Jambu there getting a little bit sideways, and it just turns into a little bit of a sandwich. Nobody's fault that, I don't think. I remember seeing that I've watched this already, and yeah, it's just a little bit of a snap oversteer that happens, and they just hit another car. So no one's done any harm through that at all. Flip back up to the top. Looks like it might be going 3 wide into the hairpin. Looks like it's Buddy versus Cutler, but then Tony just slips one up the inside, gets a bad one out the corner though, because he had to go in really narrow, so that's affected his speed coming out the corner. Cutler's going to get a run on him through the fast sweeping S's. You see I've managed to pull a little gap. That's just because these boys are fighting away. So Dangly Ball now down into 3rd. Cutler's back into 2nd. Buddy's the loser in that one, I'm afraid. He's now got Robinson to worry about behind him. Sean off, doing a good job in 6 at the minute. He's getting increasingly quicker the more he races with us. He's Sean, so I'm sure he'll be contending for podiums very soon. He's got Purzel to worry about at the minute. Purzel, who came to us from the Pro League, so we know he's not slow. As he does go for a little bit of a move now, just pokes his nose out. Jambu goes really deep. Sorry, Jambu. Poking Paddy and Spider team there. Jambu did ask me not to cover too much of his race, so I'll try and keep you out of the press, mate. So at the minute, this is turning into a little bit of a story of Cutler versus Dangleball, aka Tony. As they're both pulling away from Buddy a little bit. Cutler's just able to keep track position. We know how good he does defend, quite an aggressive defensive driver, so you've got to bear that in mind whenever you're fighting with him. So these two running very close through the S's, and this isn't an overtaking place, but you can set moves up here quite easily for the hairpin. If you get a good exit and then the slipstream, which Dangleball is, I expect Cutler will go defensive. Down he goes into one big banky boy. Dangleball's officially got the move done, but he's going to have to take a wider line through the corner. So does he go for the switch back? It doesn't quite work out for him. Just pokes out to get clean air. And if I've gone Buddy, this is the view Buddy's got. So he's just waiting for these two to knock each other off track as Cutler goes super defensive again. Tony's not having any of it though. Keeps it on the inside. That's going to slow them both down. Buddy's now back in the game. Doesn't think it's better of a move on Dangleball through that section of the course. And you can still see me. I am starting to pull away a little bit. This fighting that these boys are doing, I mean, that they're running about a second a lap slower than I am. Just because they're having to take different lines, and I've got clear track in front of me. I can just go for it. So Cutler then just got himself a little bit wide. Where's Cutler? Has he gone? He's gone off. Cutler's gone off. As we see Purzel get past Sean, there was a move there that I missed, so I'm just going to go back and have a look at that. So that was Purzel on Sean on turn 1. Let's go back and have a look at Cutler. It won't let me go to him for some reason, but it looks like, yeah, he just comes, just gets it a little bit loose on the grass. Robinson makes his way through. No harm done there, I guess. And now it's Buddy versus Dangleball. So that little off of Cutler's has helped Buddy out, and he's now got a run on Dangleball. He's got to the inside line. Through he goes. Is Dangleball going to be able to get back at him? Robinson's now firmly involved in this fight as well. He's been hanging back from it a little bit, but now he's getting involved. So he can get some slipstream and go for a move at Big Banky Boy if he fancies it. So this does look to be shaping up for just gone Buddy. Robinson thinks better about making a move. Tony gets it a little bit squirrely on exit. Robinson's going to try and hang on around the outsides. I think Buddy's just going to fend him off there, I think. Cutler running in 5th at the minute behind Robinson, just trying to catch back up to the group. One of the good things for Cutler, I guess, he had the little off early in the race. The guys ahead are still fighting. He's got pace, so he'll be able to get up there, but at the minute he'll be disappointed with how he's getting on. Plenty of time to make that up. So just while we watch the action, I guess, just a little talk about the strategy. So it's 11 laps, but the tyre wear on it means that the quickest way around this in the sprint race is a 1-stop. So two stints. So 5 lap then 6 lap, or a 6 lap then a 5 lap, or extend the stint if you feel comfortable. I'm not sure if anyone went for the no stop. Very brave if they did. Dangleball's going to chuck himself up the inside now. Into, I think it's turn 5 or turn 6, 1 or 2. So just going to go side by side into one of these guys is going to have to back out. And I've raced both of them, and I know they're not going to do that. Dangler ball just hangs it round the outside. So he's really kicking off now in the battle for second. There is a little bit. They're not fighting a little bit further down with that Sean F and Spider team and stuff, but we'll go and check them out in a little bit. No moves get made here. Everyone's just sort of filtering through. Jambu is carrying a little bit of damage, so he's trying to make his way back up the fields. Pilgrim Paddy is currently rounding out the top 10, so yeah, just a little chat about strategy then, I guess. In fact, we'll flick to these guys, it's a bit more interesting. So my strategy was basically see how my tyre wear was going on high fuel. So you start the race with a full tank. That will inevitably wear your tyres a little bit more because your car's a bit heavier. So you see Robinson's having a little bit of an off there, that's going to let cut up the inside. Yeah, your car's going to be a little bit heavier. So what I was thinking of doing was a 5-lap stint. So we're now on my in-lap. So a 5-lap stint. And then 6 laps on lower fuel. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Robinson and Purcell. Looks like Robinson sort of got in the way of Sean F as well. Let's have a look at that. So on board with Robinson. What happened here? So I think he just followed Cutler's line, which Cutler got that wrong and went a little bit deep. Very easy to get squirrely coming out of here, and that's what he did. So he's trying to correct it, collects Purcell in the process. Nothing you can really do about that. Goes to wait and let him carry on, but in the meantime, Sean F's barreling up behind him, and obviously Sean. Again, you can't really say that Sean was at fault for that because he's just trying to do his race. I probably wouldn't have expected a car to be slowing to let another one sort of resume his race. So yeah, we're on in laps. What we'll do now is we'll catch up with the action once that's filtered out. So end of lap 5 now, and we're still on board with Buddy, but you're just going to see me come out the pits ahead of him. Buddy doesn't go for a move here. Cutler again goes a little bit deep, which gives Buddy a little bit of breathing space. I'm now in second, but me and Purcell are the only ones that choose lap 5 to pit. I chose it as now I'm on lower fuel, so I don't need to worry as much about tyre wear because I'm going to be carrying 50 litres less fuel than I was before, and that's quite a lot of weight, so I've saved that. One thing that I wasn't banking on was necessarily getting stuck behind Tony. Now I know he's quick, but he's on old tyres, so he's naturally going to be a little bit slower than I am at this minute in stage, just virtue to the fact that he's not got as much grip. You can see through the S's just how close I get, and I'm actually having to back off a little bit. He's quite smart in the way that he wasn't necessarily defending, so he wasn't costing either of us any time. I was quite happy to slipstream him down the straight. The GTR's a quicker car in the straight line anyway. So I just stuck behind him here, didn't go for an obscene move, no point. What I was going to do is if he didn't pit on lap 6 and he was going for an extended stint or a no stop, then I would just try and make a move down into turn 1. That was kind of my thinking behind on that one. So obviously Tony's going to pit here. I didn't know that. Wasn't sure what his strategy was, even though we're on comms, we're not always telling each other what our strategy are, but he peels over to the left. I carry on him first. Buddy's going to pit as well. Cutler's going to continue on. I think everyone else is going to pit, so let's see what happens when the pit stops have all happened and everything filters out. So we jump to on board the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 of MRC Buddy. He has pitted, he's on fresh tyres. Cutler ahead hasn't pitted, he's on worn softs. As you can can tell he's having to extend his braking a little bit more, but he's just able to get better drives out of corners, and you'll see the effect of tyre wear here. So Cutler just hasn't got the grip to get around this one, but he sort of reads that undercuts, and Cutler does hit the wall. So that's Cutler now got a little bit of damage to his suspension on the front left, so he's going to probably pit now and get that sorted. Dangly Ball, who was running in second, now in fourth, but he will resume third and go on the attack against Buddy now. Sean F's going to pit as well. Robinson and Purcell have pitted already, so they're now going to the end. Jambu's pitted by the looks of things as well, and so has Pilgrim Paddy. We've lost Spider Team, who I think he disconnected and didn't make it through to the end of the race. Okay, so let's catch up on this. In fact, I was just going to say let's catch up on this, but it looks like Robinson and Cutler are having a good old ding-dong battle. Let's go on board the Mercedes. So Cutler taking it nice and steady into that corner. It's probably one of the reasons he's able to save his tyres so much. He's really steady on his brakes. I've been observing a lot of his driving lately, just try and pick up some tips and tricks as to how to save tyres. Input's really smooth, braking really smooth, braking only sort of 60 to 80%. Not always going to the full 100 like some of us do and then just trail brake it off. He's only braking really softly. Getting quite close now, it's to the TV cameras. Cutler doesn't send one down the inside, tries to get the move done on exit. Looks like Robinson again has had a little bit of an issue. Purcell managed to evade that. Sean F's now going to come up on Robinson. I think he's going to catch him quite quickly. It's on board with Sean. He's probably going to catch up to him very soon. Lovely livery there, Sean. Wonder who made that one. Near the end of the race then, it looks like Buddy and Dangly Ball have come together, so you'll remember a minute or so ago we were talking about these two resuming a battle, and it looks like that battle is about to be resumed. Now you can see me just going into turn 5 now, so I've got like a 7 or 8 second gap to these boys. At this stage of my race, I'm just taking it steady, not pushing the car too hard. You'll see my lap times have sort of peeled away a little bit. Yeah, just not pushing the car too hard. I don't need to take any unnecessary risks, so I wasn't doing that. I wasn't aiming for fastest lap or anything. Meanwhile, these boys will be going for it. So let's just see what these do at the hairpin, then we'll go through the rest of the pack. No moves made there. Both of them get through that one cleanly. I think these two have been battling the entire race, I think. Goes to send the move down, doesn't make that happen. Okay, so flicking back, Cutler 4th. Can't be too unimpressed with that, given that he's been off track twice. So he's done a good race, to be fair to him. If it's a damage limitation one like it probably has been. Purcell running in 5th, good result for Purcell so far, a few positions up from where he qualified. Robinson probably a little bit disappointed in where he is at this minute in time, but time to reel that back in, he's not too far back from Purcell. Sean F been involved in a few scuffles as Sean this one, but 7th isn't a bad result. Jambu, considering he doesn't know the track, is running in 8th, probably to be expected. A few war wounds on that Audi. And Pilgrim Paddy's in the pits having a cup of tea. It's the last lap then. The only on-track battle so far is these two. So Danglerball chasing Buddy down. Cutler's got a safe enough gap to Purcell behind. Purcell has got Robinson to worry about, but he's not massively close. Sean F and John Boot aren't doing too bad in terms of spacing either. So as I just passed sector 2 for the first time, last time, down into Big Banky Boy for the 11th time this race. Again, as you can see, taking it nice and steady. I'm down on my best times, but I'm not going to be pushing it too much. Danglerball pops his nose out. Probably just aiming more to put Buddy off at this minute in time than actually make a move. You do have to be a lot closer than that to make a move into the hairpin. You pretty much have to be alongside to make a legitimate move there. It's just too dangerous otherwise. So we'll cover people as they come across the line then to sad big header, but a good race from me, quite happy with this one. A little bit of redemption after last week, and in fact I'm going to title this video Redemption. I think that's probably suitable. So quite happy with that. Pole and first position. Buddy comes home to seal. A well-earned second. Danglerball just behind him. Cutler brings it home for fourth. Down a couple of positions on his qualifying, but again, I think he will be relatively happy with that. Purcell has to burn away a little bit of a penalty. Robinson pips him at the line. Sean F gets second, and Jambu's going to bring home 8th. Pilgrim Paddy in 9th position.